When the economic crisis struck Europe, two political powerhouses stood out in their attempt to soften the blows: British Prime Minister Gordon Brown and French President Nicolas Sarkozy. Mr. Sarkozy is currently the president of the European Union. He took the lead in calling for a transatlantic solution to the crisis.
That is what Europe wishes, to work hand in hand with the United States, like two allies, two friends, two partners who have the same convictions, the same values, and which must meet the challenge.
For his part, Mr. Brown has the experience when it comes to the economy. He was Britain's finance minister for 10 years in Tony Blair's government, building a reputation for competence and prudence. In October, he won praise at home and abroad for his nearly $700 billion rescue package of loans and guarantees to prop up Britain's banks. The financial lifeline became an international template for dealing with the credit crisis, and was even used in the United States. But it was Mr. Sarkozy who insisted on the Eurozone meeting, bringing together the leaders of 15 nations that use the euro currency, as well as Britain, to come up with the solutions to the crisis. In the end, they agreed to follow Mr. Brown's bank bailout plan. The Brown-Sarkozy combo has become an impressive double act, says British lawmaker Dennis McShane.
Cometh the hour, cometh these two guys, Brown and Sarkozy, opposite sides of the political fence, but neither will gain if either Britain or France, if Europe or America don't pull out of this crisis as swiftly and as intelligently as they can make it happen.
It was the French leader who urged President George Bush to convene the November 15th Summit of World Powers in Washington. The next challenge for Mr. Brown and Mr. Sarkozy will be getting the United States to lead the way in repairing the global economy. Economist Albrecht Ritschl at the London School of Economics says Washington must do more than simply rely on U.S. Treasury Secretary Henry Paulson's bailout plan.
The US has provided, I don't want to say lack of leadership, but the signals that came from the US clearly have been a little bit mixed. It wasn't quite clear what the Paulson plan would really mean, and my impression is that few people in Washington and New York really have a very clear idea about what the Paulson plan is actually, and so quite clearly there is a need to fill these ideas and plans with content.
The upcoming G20 meeting will focus on measures such as financial regulations aimed at restoring global economic stability. But analysts say Europe is already looking ahead to the change of administration. They hope President-elect Obama can restore the health of the American economy, which in turn will help put the European economy back on track. Mandy Clark, VOA News, London.